Hey there, movie buffs and comedy lovers. Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the latest and greatest in the world of cinema. Today, we've got a special treat for you, a rundown of the top 10 comedy movies of 2023 that are guaranteed to have you rolling in the aisles with laughter. From side-splitting slapstick to clever, witty humor, these films are sure to tickle your funny bone and leave you in stitches. So grab your popcorn, get comfy, and let's dive into the hilarious world of 2023's best comedy flicks. Starting off our list at number 10 is May December. The movie illustrates a married couple 20 years after their bizarre relationship gripped the nation. Their bond is put to the test when an actress comes to stay with them to do research for a film about their past. Despite the backlash from being nominated in the category, and its heartbreaking and shocking narrative, Todd Haynes' drama still features some dark comedy elements. Being categorized as such and submitted to the comedy category at the Golden Globes, it would be a major omission not to include it on this list. With masterclass performances from all those involved, May December is one of the sharpest and most complex movies of 2023 and has certainly inspired a lot of conversations.
It's such a pleasure to meet you.
You are so sweet. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you for doing this. It's so generous.
Coming in at number 9 is Beau is Afraid. The anxiety-inducing absurdist film follows an anxiety-ridden middle-aged man, Joaquin Phoenix, who embarks on a nightmarish journey to get home to his mother. While Beau is Afraid isn't Astor's best film to date, it is, nonetheless, a solid effort in the comedy genre. Featuring an ambitious film with terrifying world-building, this unsettling black comedy makes for a visceral watch that combines horror and comedy elements to fascinating results. Its trippy visuals that almost feel like a fever dream at times, and Phoenix's performance are undoubtedly two of Beau is Afraid's strongest aspects.
What is this?
That's my little assistant health monitor. Keeps track of your...
Moving on to number 8, we have American Fiction. In the utterly compelling American Fiction, a frustrated veteran writer of literary fiction uses a pen name to write a book that launches him into the center of hypocrisy he claims to disdain after getting fed up with the establishment profiting from black entertainment that relies on offensive tropes. With a clever screenplay, this bold and biting social satire is touching, thought-provoking, and also hilarious. Not only does it reflect on our culture and its tendency to reduce people to stereotypes and put them into boxes, but it also sheds light on the price of black success in a white-dominated industry.
Where's our representation?
Would you give us the pleasure of reading an excerpt?
Moving on to number 7, we have No Hard Feelings. Directed by Gene Stupnitsky with John Phillips as his co-writer, No Hard Feelings stars the famous Jennifer Lawrence as a woman hired by a virgin's parents to date him in exchange for a car. Meanwhile, Andrew Barth Feldman plays Percy, and the two establish what will become a wonderful back and forth in their first shared scene. Their cute, fun, and authentic repartee flourishes by the end of No Hard Feelings into one of the most memorable character dynamics of the year.
This is the worst iced tea I've ever had.
At number 6, we have Poor Things. Like many films by the Greek filmmaker, Poor Things is a peculiar watch that sticks with viewers long after the credits roll. It tells the story of Victorian young woman Bella Baxter, who is resurrected by a scientist following her suicide. She then runs off with a lawyer to embark on a self-discovery and sexual liberation odyssey. Yorgos Lanthimos' movie is nothing short of weird and fantastic. Based on the open-ended novel of the same name by Alasdair Gray, Poor Things blends the comedy, drama, fantasy, and science fiction genres and delivers a never-seen-before narrative heightened by Stone's impeccable efforts.
This is Mr. McCandles.
Hello, Bella.
Moving on to number 5, we have Asteroid City. Taking place in a fictional American desert town in 1955, the poetic Asteroid City follows a writer's play about a grieving father who travels with his family to a small rural city to compete in a junior stargazing event. While this sci-fi dramedy is arguably not as good as initially expected, it is still a great watch by the acclaimed director. As always, the visuals and acting performances did not disappoint. The deadpan humor, characteristic of most of Anderson's films, in addition to the quirky, unforgettable characters and star-studded cast, makes it impossible not to at least like the film.
Stand down! You hear that? General Gibson says stand down!
You married?
Moving on to number 4, we have Barbie. Chronicling Margot Robbie's stereotypical Barbie journey from Barbieland to the real world after confronting a sudden identity crisis, Greta Gerwig's most recent film depicts, through a truly entertaining narrative and incredible production design, the importance of self-discovery. While Gerwig's movie is far from being a political, feminist manifesto, it has certainly stirred hilarious reactions to how it addresses the patriarchy, something that a big blockbuster hasn't done before, or at least not so straightforwardly. Barbie is one of the biggest movies of the year as a result of its entertaining, joyful, and truly hilarious premise from start to finish, and even some inspiring, touching lines in between.
You don't even know how to beat yourself off. How are you going to beat both of us off? It doesn't make sense.
Ken?
And even beat yourself off. You're going to beat both of us off?
Nobody's gonna beat anyone off.
Coming in at number 3, we have Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. The story follows the titular 11-year-old Margaret as she is forced to settle in the suburbs of New Jersey after her life in New York. Margaret navigates through puberty with new friends and a new school, often relying on the support of her mother, who struggles with issues of her own. With an impressive, near-perfect 99% tomato meter score, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret is a charming tale that depicts adolescence honestly and authentically, shedding light on religion, puberty, identity, and other universal topics. Given that the 2023 comedy is sweet and comical in some instances, but provocative and sensitive in others, it is a good pick for adults and younger audiences.
The news, but your dad got his promotion.
Yeah, isn't that great?
And we found this great house.
the best house.
Now, prepare for number 2, Bottoms. The Emma Seligman LGBTQ+ film focuses on 2 girls who start a fight club as a way to lose their virginities to cheerleaders. While this initially works, PJ and Josie attempt to find a way out when their plan is exposed. A unique and refreshing movie of the genre, Bottoms is a flimsy, lighthearted comedy, and very much the epitome of a silly Gen Z movie. It serves as a satire of victimization and violence. It's as if Mean Girls and Fight Club had a baby. Drawing inspiration from those iconic films, and with memorable characters audiences can't help but root for, the playful 2023 comedy is worth checking, benefiting from not taking itself very seriously, and being unafraid of tapping into ridiculousness.
Out of the car.
You can't tell me what to do!
Get out of the freaking car!
And finally, number 1 is The Holdovers. Alexander Payne's new film, set in 1970s Massachusetts, follows a bad-tempered history professor at a New England prep school. He is forced to remain on campus during Christmas break to babysit the students, who have nowhere else to go. He strikes an unlikely bond with a student and a grieving mother. The Holdovers is a moving story about family and friendship, as well as healing and overcoming grief. What makes it stand out is how it depicts loneliness and isolation during such a treasured time of the year, shedding light on the other side of the coin that denotes those who do not have anyone to come home to. With a very humane premise and interesting characters, The Holdovers serves as a comedy as it does as a drama, with an inspirational story at its heart and 3 fantastic acting performances.
There's nobody here, okay? You stay out of my way, and I'll stay out of yours.
And there you have it. It's our top 10 comedy movies of 2023 that are guaranteed to have you in stitches. Whether you're a fan of slapstick humor, clever wordplay, or heartwarming moments, there's something for everyone on this list. So grab your friends, head to the theater, and get ready for a belly full of laughs with these hilarious films. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to let us know in the comments which comedy movie you're most excited to see. Until next time, keep laughing and enjoying the magic of the movies.